hacky sack, you know what I'm saying? I walked up to a group of them, I was like, hey, can I get in on that? And they threw me the hacky sack. I was like, no, the weed, guys. Fucking idiots. I got a free comedy show I'm doing later. I want to write some jokes for it. I want to be high when I do it, you know what I mean? I can't do with that. I got a little bit of a drinking problem, to be honest. I'm not too worried about it because I'm not on other drugs right now. I mean, like, I do smoke weed every day. I guess I did do some ecstasy this weekend. But I haven't done any blow in a while, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you ain't got some blow, just like hit me up after the show, you know? Yeah. I'm kind of new to this comedy thing. I'm hit about my 6-month mark. My name is Aaron Cohen. It is on the list of things I'm allowed to do, but I went to school for mechanical engineering. I got a minor in math and physics. So I feel really stupid doing some of this sometimes. I feel like I kind of waited till my late 20s to save my virginity for my late 20s to fuck a prostitute, you know? Kind of where my comedy career is at right now. But it is on the list of things I'm allowed to do. It's just not very high on that list, right? The list goes something like this. Doctor, rabbi, lawyer, accountant, engineer, movie producer, which used to be number 4, but thanks to Harvey Weinstein is now number 6. Banker, stand-up comedian, and professional wrestler. Yeah, I didn't forget about Goldberg. I wonder how that meeting went when they were coming up with his wrestling name, you know what I'm saying? So like, so what you thinking, Goldberg? Well, I was thinking Goldberg. Oh! You sure you don't want to do something like Warhammer, the War Machine? Well, we could do Iceberg, right? Icebergs are big and strong. Okay, we'll go with Iceberg. Or Goldberg, fuck, whatever. But still, pretty impressive, right? One Jewish wrestler got him on the list of things that the Jews are allowed to do. I thought that was pretty good. But to be honest with you, I'm actually half Jewish. I had a Christian mother and a Jewish father from Manhattan, and they met in Gaylord, Michigan. Really fucking weird, right? And that makes Easter a really confusing holiday. It really does. It truly does. No, you guys aren't getting that one. Okay. But yeah, no, it was difficult growing up. Identity was hard because neither group really accepts, you know, I didn't have a bar mitzvah, so Jews don't really accept you because you're not fully Jewish, and Christians don't accept you because you killed Christ, you know what I mean? Nice, you guys didn't crucify me for that, that was good. Some crowds really draw back when I say that. But I recently found out my non-Jewish half is like 100% Dutch. And that was difficult because I already grew up knowing I was a cheap bastard, but then I found out I was a frugal son of a bitch, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you is if you invite me to a dinner party, don't expect me to bring anything. If you got rolls, I'm probably going to steal those too. Yeah, I like to play up the Jewish thing here in West Michigan. There's not a lot of Jews here. There's like 4 black people, I think, here. There's probably 0 Jews in here. I can actually guarantee that there is. So if I was in New York City, nobody would care. But they'd be like, we're all Jewish. And this is a synagogue. What are you doing in here, you know? So it won't work out as good for me there. Yeah, I got 2 cats. I kind of hope they'd be dead by now. Had them for a couple of years. When I got the cats, the vet warned me if I let them go outside that their life expectancy drops from 20 years to 6 years. So my cats purely live outside. Yeah, one of them actually left for like 3 weeks and then came back fatter than when I had her before. I was like, you fucking bitch. I really thought it'd be like over by now, you know what I mean? So I've been putting their treats in the street and shit, just kind of like not like all their treats, but just like a few of them, you know, speed the process up, some, you know. And for those of you who do have cats, like, if you think you know where your life's gonna be 20 years from now, you fucking don't. That cat doesn't even want to live for 20 years. It's gonna be inside your house the whole time, just want to get away from you, just staring at the window. Just let that fucking cat do its thing. I ran into this chick, old roommate of mine at Dave & Buster's yesterday. She was telling me she spent $5,000 on her cat. I was like, please, just go kill yourself now. $5,000 on a cat, that's ridiculous. Got a pool too, sometimes just can't help it to be drowning. Okay, that's enough about my cats or whatever. So, my girlfriend is gorgeous. At this point, you probably notice I have a mullet. I realize that any sex appeal I got going for me is completely negated by the mullet right now, but I'm trying to bring it back. I'm trying really hard. And I'm just saying, you know, my girlfriend, she's like a 9 with the right Snapchat filter. She's a 10. I'm not saying that to brag. I just know when we go places, people are thinking he must have a really big, you know, bank account, right? I see he's looking at me. But no, the real reason just because she has 3 kids. If she didn't have 3 kids, she wouldn't be nice. And I like to think kids 1 and 2 make up for the looks difference, but kid 3 lets me be an asshole sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So we'll be driving, she likes the backseat driving, I fucking hate it. And she'll be like, you should turn right here, and I'll be like, you should shut the fuck up. Which I wouldn't be able to get away with if there wasn't 3 kids. Another interesting thing, she's a little bit older than me, she's like 10 years older than me, and I like that because, older women, they don't care if you keep it shaved down here. So my dick looks like Squidward if he was a rabbi. Fucking tassels down the side and shit, just stick a yarmulke on top and call it good, you know? Yeah, and seriously, a girl with 3 kids, she'll barely have any time to cheat on you, seriously. They're just too tired, you know? It's not because they don't want to, it's too exhausted from the kids. And another interesting thing about that is her oldest son is 18 years old, which is really convenient for me because now my girlfriend and drug dealer live in the same house, you know?
And I actually married a white dude, so that's about the proper response I usually get from that. We're divorced now, but we had a couple kids together. I mean, really cute kids. And first was my daughter, and I was really apprehensive because that was my first time dating a white dude. I married the fucker, and then I decided to get impregnated with his child. I was really concerned about what my child was going to look like because, let's be real, people, not all mixed children are beautiful. Some of the motherfuckers look funny, okay? Some of the genes don't work out right, and you get a funny looking light-skinned motherfucker with good hair. That's just how it works out. So, I like had nightmares about like giving birth to like a ginger albino baby. Right, you know what I'm saying? Throw that baby back. It's a throwback in this bitch. Can you throw that bitch back? I don't want that one. Give me another one. But my daughter actually, she actually was a really cute baby. Only problem was she came out white, like legit, okay? Like she looks like you all, okay? And I felt some kind of way about it because I love my daughter. I mean, regardless of that, she was, looked like the, devil's child, you know what I mean? That's my daughter, I love her. So I thought to myself, I gotta get out of my feelings. I gotta figure out how to channel this and fight fire with fire. You know what I mean? So we're at the grocery store. There's this cute little white lady in front of us, checking out. I'm checking out too. She looks back at us. We're kicking it, wasting time. She looks at my daughter, then she looks at me, then she looks at my daughter. And she looks at me. She says, is this your daughter? I looked at her and said, well, shit, she is now. They stopped looking for us like 7 months ago. I took the blanket and whipped it over my baby's face. Started looking around suspiciously. She hurried up and checked out. My daughter's older now, and now she looks like a white girl with a tan. That's kind of what we're working with now. And we went to Ming Lee's to get our toes done. No, they're all Ming Lee's. So Ming Lee's doing our pedicure, and she looks up at my daughter, and she's like, "So, are you girls having like a girls' day? It's just like a special day for you girls having pedicures." And my daughter was like, "No, me and my mom just like to have pedicures." And she was like, "Oh my God, it's your mother? That can't be your mother. That's not your mother." She looks at me and she's like, "This is your daughter?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's my daughter. She came on my pussy." She was like, "Oh, well, I'm just saying, she's Betty Light. She's Betty Light. Is her father white?" I said, "Shit, bitch, I don't know. It's a wild ass summer." Me and my daughter gave each other a high five and died laughing. She hurried up and went back to doing our pedicures. Shut her the fuck up. My daughter's about to graduate next week. I don't like it. Yeah. Daughter's 18 and shit. She's grown and shit. I don't like it, but she's a late driver. I don't know if any of you guys have like drivers. She wasn't in a real rush to drive. You want to sign up for driver's training? No. Fine. You want to sign up for driver's training? No. Fine. Fuck it. Now she's almost 18. She's like, I think I want to drive. So, first fucking day on her permit, she fucking ran over a bird and fucking took out a paint cone, about shit my pants. She's just got a heavy foot. So, we had to go to an event. Now, her request was pulled pork, the pulled pork sandwich, like the shredded pork, you know what I'm talking about? You white people know what it is. It's fucking pulled pork sandwiches, you guys love that shit. So I had a crock pot full of that shit, and we were taking it to the event, and it was in the back seat on the floor. And she came into the party in the driveway fucking hot, okay? Came in hot. The whole fucking crock pot of meat just spilled over in the back seat. I hurried up and jumped in the back seat of that fucking car and fucking scooped that meat back in that crock pot. The fuck? Wasting that meat? Shit. I'm at the fucking party and I'm like stirring the meat up, getting it ready for the guests and shit. And there's a fucking straw wrapper in that bitch. Hurry up, threw that shit out. Fuck that shit out of here. Continued to stir his fucking bobby pin. I was like, God damn it, shit. Damn it, shit. Everybody's, hi, yes. Fucking loose stamp in that bitch. I was like, God damn it, shit. They're gonna eat that meat, shit. I don't eat the shit, so I wasn't affected at all by it. I don't even eat meat, so, well, not that kind of meat. I have a teenage son, too. I don't know if you guys have teenage sons. There are 13-year-old moms with 13-year-old sons out here. They're assholes. I don't know if you guys know that. They're fucking assholes. And they think they're the shit. They think they're entitled. And I'm like, you don't even have a whole bunch of nerve because you're kind of like got more of the black side, dude. You don't even get a whole bunch of fucking privilege. You know what I mean? Like, your hair's kinky, you're darker, so fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Your sister, she gets way more privilege than you. You know what I mean? You really don't have room to be cocky, motherfucker. I'm just saying, you know? You get pulled over, they're not gonna say, hey, you're half black and you're half white. They're gonna be like, nigga, get your ass out the fucking car. You know what I mean? You don't need to be cocky with me. I accidentally walked in the bathroom with this asshole, and he was like, Mom, get out of here and fucking pee in. And I was like, the fuck? I already seen what you got. He was like, it's bigger. So? I've seen a big weenie before. He was like, I don't know, you were married to Dad. And I was like, touche. But I was talking about your uncle. Oh, lighten up, people. It's just a fucking joke. If you can't take that, you're not going to last the rest of the show. I don't fuck family members. Do you? Let me just see what kind of crowd I'm dealing with here. Any of you guys been like alone in a room, all by yourself, like there's nobody there, and you just decide to dig in your ass crack and then spill your fingers? Anybody? Show of hands. Am I the only one? Oh, hey! We exist. We should form a group. Smell each other's fingers. That'd be fun. Mine kind of smell like bacon, and I don't even eat pork. I don't know how that worked out. It's chemistry, I guess. I don't know. Is anybody out here happy and dating? Is any happy couples out here? Clap for happy couples. All right, you guys suck, and you're clapping, and you're by yourself. I don't get it. She an imaginary girlfriend next to you, and there's the invisible girl, invisible boo over there. Oh, she hasn't made it there yet, or where's your? Oh, she hasn't made it. She's late.
She's at home.
She's at home. Oh, but you probably shouldn't clap because you're not a couple right now. You're dolo, so it's kind of weird. I'm just saying, all you happy couples suck ass because relationships suck. Is there anybody out here like me, bitter? Any bitter people? Any bitter people out in the audience, my crew? Hey! That's my homegirl, she's bitter too. It's fine, it's fine. I was just announcing to someone the other day, because it's like a big deal to everyone that I'm like a 5-year breast cancer survivor. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. You know, I'll accept the applause, but I still do fuck up shit. I still smoke great. Edibles are great. I don't know if anyone has any, but I accept edibles, so. But, you know, it's funny being a breast cancer survivor because I hang out with comedians all the time. So, you know, my titty gets roasted at least once a week. Okay? And it's fine. I had one comedian, he was like, I want to feel your, is it okay, you know, like, feel your new titty? Because I got one new titty. So I was like, can I feel the new titty so I can kind of tell the difference between a fake titty and an old titty? And I'm like, I don't have a boyfriend right now, so fuck yeah. Go ahead, fill me up. So he comes up from behind, he's like feeling on my tits, and he's like, oh shit. He's like, I got your new girl. She's all excited. And I was like, you didn't do shit, that nipple's always hard. Because it is, it's like a new titty. It's like brand new, fresh out the package. The other one, she's kind of old school. She's leaning, she's post-baby in this bitch. You know, I gotta put on my bra and like adjust the strap to get the bitch to sit up. It looks fine, you know, and even out those straps, like cleavage, boom. You know, men can't tell until the lights come off. Surprise, bitch. Add flavor to the sexual relationship. Made you think. I leaned to the side and shit to create the illusion that they're even. Lean back a little bit. I was dating this guy, and he was like, I want to do something really romantic for you. And I was like, all right, let's see what you got. So he like whipped out the music and got the roses out, strawberries dipped in chocolate and shit. He blindfolded me and shit. I was like, this is about to be fucking amazing, right? Seemed like he disappeared, so I lifted up the blindfold and he was going to town on my numb new ass titty. And I didn't feel shit. I was like, I'm sorry, but this titty, the original meat was removed, so I don't really feel shit here. I'm gonna need you to pay attention to the old titty. So I was like, well shit, I'm gonna have to come up with something. Should I get like a tattoo on this bitch that says out of order? When I don't have time to explain that, you know, shit's not really popping with this titty, I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm perplexed. Isn't that one of your words? I'm perplexed about it. I don't know. But my life is sucking right now, so, you know, if you guys have any suggestions for me, I'm actually looking for any ballers, if there are any ballers. Any ballers out here? Any ballers? Sugar daddies? As long as you have a hairline, you're good. If you don't have a hairline, you know, if you don't have like a collection of ball caps, I don't know what to tell you. Who laughed at that? Was somebody wearing a ball cap? Ah, sugar daddy over there with a ball cap on. Hey! It's the only laugh I got from that joke. All right. You know, because I'm getting older now. I got issues. Don't let the young, pretty face fool you. I just look young so I can trick young niggas into getting dick. That's trick young dick out here. That's what I'm doing. I'm really a cougar. Yeah, I'm getting older. That shit fucking sucks. I gotta suck in my fucking fupa. Half of that bitch is in my pants right now. You notice how when you suck your stomach in and shit, like you look strong up top? Shut up. But you look strong up top, but you're not really strong. It's like false advertisement. I don't know, just a thought. Anybody else suck their stomach again when they take pictures, selfies? I do. When you take a selfie, you suck your shit in. You look strong as fuck. I put my new titty out there. I'm fucking good to go. You know what I'm saying? I know that bitch is sitting up. Shit. Fuck it. I had a comedian actually offer me $25 to see my titty on his bridge card. I'm like, wait a minute. So in real dollars, that's like like $50, right? You're giving me the bridge card ratio. I'm gonna need like at least $75 on the bridge card. Jesus. Yeah. Kind of weird.
I know I got a long way to go, but I recently lost about 65 pounds. That was a lie. Just wanted to see if it was worth it, and based on your reaction, it was not. So, just gonna keep on doing what I'm doing, guys. Pretty excited about that. I just found out from a doctor that I gotta cut it short on my soccer career. Yep. I tore my meniscus. It's in your knee, ladies, right? Tore my meniscus. They said you gotta stop doing strenuous activities. I was like, I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right. Doctor said, if you don't mind me asking, how'd you do it? And I said, well, basically, I was sort of facing this way, and I wanted to face that way, and my knee disagreed. I just turned, and my knee said this. Now I can't walk so good anymore, right? The doctor was like, that is a terrible story. You should make up something that's better. A medical professional was giving me notes on my story, how to impress people. He's like, you know what you should do? And he meant to say, God damn, Michael, he meant to... He meant to say, you should tell people that you saved a baby from a burning building. But what he actually said was, you should tell people that you saved a building from a burning baby. And he's like, oh man, I messed that up. And I was like, no. I'm going to use that. It's amazing. Imagine how excited that building would be if you saved it from a burning baby. And there's only so many ways you can put out a burning baby. I mean, you can stomp on it, but I don't recommend it because it'll fuck up your knee. Right? Come on! Jokes, people. These are jokes. Come on! Woo! Who's with me? Nobody? Good. All right. Good way to start. Guys, I know what you're thinking right now. The answer is no. I didn't mean to wear this dumb outfit for you guys tonight. I had a really nice tie-dye shirt picked out, but I couldn't wear it because it got a stain on it that was so bad that it mattered. That's where I'm at in my life, guys. I know what you're thinking, tie-dye shirts, this guy probably smokes the marijuana. Probably goes after those jazz cigarettes the kids are talking about. Huh? I don't do it. I don't do puff puff pass. I don't do wake and bake.
You got the one?
For me, it's more like wake and bacon, you know? Puff puff pastry? Huh? Come on. I feel like at this point I'd get more use out of a medical marinara card. You know what I'm saying? Just give me the sauce. Huh? Who's holding? Cool. All right. It's getting warm out there, guys, huh? It's getting warm out. Finally. Yeah, it could snow tomorrow. We don't know.
It is Michigan.
Yeah, right? We're here. We've been here. But I can finally put away my beater car, right? I drive that damn car every winter until it dies. I don't care. I don't care what it looks like. It's rusted. Nobody likes it. I don't care. I just keep on driving it. It's just got to get me from A to B, right? Then I can call it my beater car. Nobody cares. When I start referring to my favorite pair of sweatpants as my beater pants, now nobody talks to me anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they look like. They just got to get me from A to B. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, the interior's probably stained. Right? Come on, guys. Jokes. Who's got it? Here we go. It's getting warm outside, huh? It's warm outside here. The only thing I like about warm weather is it reminds me of when I was a kid. Like, we used to roll all the windows down in the car and drive around the back roads, put your arm out the window, let the wind come in through your sleeve. You'd have your own personal air conditioning. You guys ever do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of you guys had air conditioning? That's cool. See, you guys can do it too. Do it on your way home tonight, man. It's fun. A lot of fun. You guys can look down, you know, let the air come in. You get to see what you look like if you look like me, all puffy or whatever, you know. But for me, what I found out is there's not a lot of places for the air to go, right? Yeah. What I did find out is that it makes my buttonholes whistle, which is really fun, guys. That whole summer I got really proficient at the shirt flute, is what I'm saying. I don't know if you guys have ever heard an artist or a musician talk about a song like it was in the instrument and it just took them to get it out, you know? That's like how I am with the shirt flute, guys. Except the only song I can get it to play is ba-da-ba-ba-ba, this doesn't fit, right? Come on! Here we go. Here we go. That's it. Gotta love it, guys. I don't like it in the summertime because people try to get me to go outside and do things. My friends are like, you should come outside and do things. It's like, I don't know if we've met. It's not my thing, right? It's not what I do. Not what I'm about. They're like, man, come on, we're going to go kayaking. Guys, I made a terrible mistake, and I went. I don't know if you guys are familiar with kayaking. Just imagine a full-grown human being floating down the surface of a river in a kazoo. Yeah. Sounds like a lot of fun, right? Unless you're me, and there's not a lot of floating going on. Basically, they're like, just wait. We'll wait until a big rain. The water level will be up. You'll be just fine. Smooth sailing, right? Guys, apparently they don't make enough rain. Because for me, the whole trip was me sort of watching my friends gracefully float by while I was sort of scooting my ass along the bottom of a river like a dog on a carpet, doing reverse sit-ups the whole time. This is not fun. I hurt my back, you know, doing reverse sit-ups the whole time. I just hurt myself. This is awful, guys. I never saw somebody doing so many sit-ups to try to keep someone from getting wet. Right, ladies? You're right. That was stupid. Guys, the other day, I was at a drive-thru restaurant. They say right about what you know. You know what I mean? I was at a drive-thru restaurant, and I was trying to take my order, and I had my wife on a Bluetooth headset trying to tell me what her order was so I could tell it to the lady in the box, right? And she would say, I want a burger. And I would say, I'll have a burger, right? And she's like, give me a Diet Coke. And I was like, I'll have a Diet Coke. And the lady in the box says, do you want that large? And I said, you want that large? Yeah, you want that large. But the lady in the box didn't know I was on the phone with anyone. So it got real weird, real fast, you know? She's like, will that be all? And I was like, yeah. I love you, bye. And hung up the phone. But the lady in the box didn't know I was on the phone, so when I drove up to the window, she looked at me and was like, I love you too? So I don't go back there anymore.